Hey everyone! So it's been a minute since I've done a YouTube video and I wanted to remedy that. So I am just jumping right into my latest project. So for this one, I'm doing a portrait of one of my main characters from my comic, Morg, uh, or or you could pronounce it Morg. It's the Persian word for chicken because I thought that was really funny. Um, anyway, he is one of the main characters that will be entering the comic soon. I am still trying to figure out his story as far as when he's going to arrive and how exactly he's going to join the group. I have most of the story worked out for the next main character that will be entering the party. Right now we have Rioxia, though she is unnamed at this point, and we have Aspa, or Aspa, not sure yet how to pronounce her name. That's actually Old Persian for horse. So I am working in Clip Studio Paint, and it's pretty much the best sketching app out there for digital drawing. I like it better, and I like the way the brushes are better than any kind of brush I can get in Photoshop. And that's mainly due to the fact that I like the way the cursor looks, honestly. It's not that a brush can't have a similar effect in Photoshop, it's just I enjoy the way the cursor is in, in Clip Studio Paint. So it's sometimes it's just boils down to that. I have been using it for painting more and more, and I've got a more kind of simplistic style that I use for my comic than I do for my more developed works. I will still pull out Photoshop for digital painting when I want to render something to a high degree. I could probably deal with Clip Studio Paint and try to make it so I can learn how to do higher advanced rendering in there. But for now, I really prefer Clip Studio for sketching, and then if I need to, I will move it over into Photoshop for heavy duty painting. But I saw a Golden Eagle reference online, and I really enjoyed it, so I used it for the wing reference mainly for Morg and trying to get his facial features to match up with the comic, the way he'll look in the comic. You probably won't realize or notice if you're not, constantly staring at images of golden eagles all day like I am. But um, I tend to see some differences in the way they look and the way they have variations in their face and the structure of their bodies, and that could be geographical depending on the location of the different eagles. It could just be chalked up to genetic diversity, and that's a good thing. But I really like the sharp features. Some golden eagles, and it could just be their expression, but some golden eagles tend to have like a softer expression with softer features. But I really like that piercing gaze. So I have that going for my boy here, and I really enjoyed working on this one. Whenever I get a chance and have a good reference photo with good feather placement, especially showing a really good breakdown of how the feathers overlap, I always enjoy drawing that. I kind of forget the way the feathers overlap differently on the underside versus the top side. So I always forget which way is which, but with a good reference photo, you can figure that out. If you haven't been following my comic, I'll forgive you, but just this once. It's basically a story. I've been trying to think of a good elevator pitch slash tweet-sized pitch that I can throw out there. And what I've come up with so far is a past life of mine following... No, okay, I already messed it up, but I'm still working on it. I haven't actually written it down anywhere yet. But basically, it follows a past life of mine and a series of conveniently inconvenient events. Journering. Wow, I really can't say this word. Having a journey, because apparently I don't know this word. But yeah, I've already butchered it again. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Gee, and I wonder why my comic hasn't taken off yet. But yes, so following a past life of mine through a series of conveniently inconvenient events with her animal pals, a horse named Aspa, an eagle named Morg, a cheetah named Rioxia, and a Saluki named Key. And that's all you really need to know, because if you want to read more, then you gotta check out the story. Like, why haven't you yet? I mean, there's carnivorous unicorns and Caspian tiger griffins and just all manner of things that you've probably never heard of. And if you have, you probably haven't seen them in the way that I'm going to draw them. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't. I'm going to be trying to do more YouTube videos. We're gonna try. I have this idea of doing 3 videos a week. I don't know how realistic that is. I may do 2 and combine kind of a RV/life update, and then have the other video per week based on an artwork that I completed the week before. Or whenever. I have so many of these time lapses saved up that I've never actually... I always intended to turn into videos, and then I never did because I'm the literal worst. So I am trying to do better and not overwhelm myself, but also kind of overwhelm myself a little bit more because I want my channels and stuff to grow and to get more of an audience for my comic because, hey, I want this to be like my full-time thing. Like, I want this to be my dream job. I'm really passionate about it, and I just would really like to do this all the time because I want to tell this story. It's really become very important to me over the years, and I feel like y'all will like it, mostly. It's definitely got a lot of elements in it that I've never seen before in other comics. I typically kind of go on the route of having a character that is a little less refined than a lot of other characters out there. The main hero always being able to save the day and get what they want at the end of the story, and it's been my experience that that's not always the case. So I'm definitely exploring that aspect of things. I'm exploring the aspect of things in the sense of when that happens, when you don't get what you want, how do you keep going? How do you keep moving forward? And I think that's something that all of us can kind of relate to at the moment with everything going on, 2020-wise. But that is kind of the gist of the comic. It also explores life and death and the cycle of life and good and evil and my thoughts on those, and especially the phrase that I say a lot, what's good for the lion isn't good for the lamb. And it just really explores that topic a lot because I think it's a topic that a lot of us gloss over and we don't really stay invested in because it's too messy and too hard to think about. And yeah, it is. But that's kind of why I want to discuss it even more. But yeah, so here is the final. This is my bud, my eagle boy. Uh, Fun fact: golden eagles, the males are smaller than the females by a noticeable amount. So that's how you can tell at a quick glance. Not this quick glance, but if you had them side by side, you could tell. But yeah, he is my hunter. He lives in my mind. So if you want to help feed him, you can go to patreon.com/sharreed. And for $2 a month, you can, like get updates on the comic before anyone else. I am making a concerted effort to update every single week, but I only update the comic every other week on all my socials. So if you want to be impatient like I am and just get in there and see all the updates, then you can do that for just $2 a month. It's not super a lot if you have it. If not, and you want to enjoy the comic, then just go to like Instagram.com/the Golden Troupe and follow me there. It's totally free. And you get to see some cool animals, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed this little speed paint, and hold me to making more videos. Like, comment and tell me, like, demand that I make more videos. And even if one person does that, I will do it because you told me to. I need that external motivation for stuff like this. And yeah, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. But yeah, I hope you have a good time wherever you're at and are hanging in there because it's 2020. So have a good one. Bye.